Hello guys and welcome back to Power and Revolution, and let the war begin. It is going to be rather official now. Venezuela and the USA are at war. These missile launchers are just losing dozens and dozens as they're getting attacked by the Venezuelan gunships and some missiles I saw. Yep. There's some Venezuelan missile launchers over here. Have started attacking this as well. They've lost hundreds of missile launchers already. Are they even going to make it to the shore? No. They couldn't even make it to the shore. In my bugged attempts, they actually did make it to the shore, but not this time. More helicopters were on the way too. Tanks. There's sirens. This port is completely destroyed. Finally, the missiles from the nuclear submarines, the non-nuclear missiles, have just absolutely left this oil terminal devastated. And now there seems to be calm. And now there's a strike. Great. There's tanks. And there's even more missiles coming from the nuclear submarines. Fighters, helicopters, fucking ships. All just headed now for Venezuela. That one retaliation. And it looks like the war is going to start escalating. Look at the missiles are just non-stop firing from the nuclear submarine. What is this? Infantry moving. That's a lot of infantry. Strike with the Magistrate Federation. Yeah, go fuck yourself. It's, the start of something rather deadly. The balance of power of the fighting is now in Venezuela's after all those missile launchers got killed. The first missiles are coming in, but where are they going for? Are they going for the air base? They're going for the air base. Yep. They're going for the air base. Yeah, sure, you're right. It was a big success, buddy. I'll give you that. They're just going to try to take this air base out of commission. Kill everything inside it. Oh boy, something big is starting. The planes are going in for their own bombardments. This is just one missile at a time hitting this place. What's going to happen when 80 missiles launch out of these fighters? Oh, I don't think they actually fired. Oh, lucky for Venezuela. But there's helicopters going now. The ships are still en route. The infantry, I don't know where those tanks went, but there they are. Look at the U.S. is mobilizing at least a little bit. We're going to have a war next door, and I don't think it's going to be the greatest thing. I'm rooting for Venezuela, though, because I could take Venezuela. The U.S., that's another problem. We got more riots, so that's great. You know, for pacifist union, they sure like to show up and start fighting. Look at them. Pacifists showing up armed. Yeah, that makes sense. And now we have a meeting with the man that has gone to war with Venezuela.
Sure.
We'll give him a coffee. And I've decided to finally sell something to the U.S. Something that we're already selling to the U.S. More iron. Because of how much iron we make, these contracts don't affect things very much. And they need about what we produce overall, generally speaking. So it's always a good time to make another contract for iron. We're already lending them, well, selling them about this much for a good price. And we're going to go in and try to do that again because my growth just won't move. So I'm not afraid to do some of these bigger contracts for some resources that aren't as volatile, let's say. That won't set off as much of a chain reaction. Let's go with the 245. I'm going to send that over. They don't want as much, but we can still get a good deal here. 245. They came back with 190 something. 236. 7. 6. 6. 236. I'm going to be nicer about this one. 236. All right. 228. 217. 221. Alright. And we've just made another gigantic contract. Thank you. Now we keep a good eye on our growth, because that shit may skyrocket, finally. Inflation's gone down so much. The helicopters are charging forward at the U.S. Army. Oh, my God. Nuclear submarines, dude. They can shoot across the entire map, and it's hilarious, even with conventional missiles. Do I have any of these? Because I want these. I have none, actually. But I can make some. That's something I should probably do. That would be smart. That could spur some stuff. Ecuador, potential informer, yes. High-speed train, ultra high-speed train. Oh, nice. We'll keep that. Robotics exoskeleton, nice. Increased risk. Yeah, the space programs are going to have that while they're researching. Where are these guys even going? There's 32,000 people at sea. Here we go. Venezuela declares war on the United States. It's happening. The official declaration of war. This conflict is escalating, and they're just going on the offensive with like their helicopters. They don't have much else to go on the offensive with. Ooh, a clash of helicopters, and while Venezuela killed some helicopters there, a good amount, you know, their helicopters aren't actually too outdated, at least in terms of this game. The U.S. helicopters lived. They don't stand any chance to these fleets of helicopters. Here we go. U.S. declares war on Venezuela, and Venezuela calls on the UN to issue an ultimatum against the U.S. Guys, this shit is crazy. This shit is actually fucking crazy. They're gonna really start mobilizing against each other. Look at that. Look at that. Over 58,000 people in one giant fleet. That's awful. If that nuclear submarine started shooting at them, they'd be fucked. Absolutely fucked. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Are you chasing the helicopters overseas? Are you retarded? I think you are retarded. These helicopters, you know, they're flying over the fucking seas of Aruba right now. So they're trespassing on the Netherlands. No, they probably have the permissions to do that. Some tanks coming out here, and the helicopters changed path. Look, it's almost like they're chasing it. Are you really just going for a city? Are you actually going for a city? Are you going for a city? You are. Alright, they died, but they just attacked a fucking city with helicopters that still hurts like civilian populations. The Venezuelan helicopters are moving up. I don't think they have permission to go over the Dominican Republic. Some fighters over here must have hit a target. It's hard to keep track of all this. The ships are coming down still. Oh, man. Tanks shipping out. Look at all this. Look at all this. Oh, man. I mean, if Venezuela lives, then this war only helps me. Yeah, look. They've trespassed in Colombia. They've trespassed in Aruba. Oh, my God. This is insane. I hope Venezuela does well, but I also hope they lose a lot so that I can... And then I hope the war ends with a white peace so that I can go after them myself. Look at that growth spike. 2.49% growth with that new iron contract of the U.S. Fucking crazy. Oh, this airbase is completely dead. That is... Okay, well, U.S., please, you could destroy the military, but can you not fuck up the country too bad, because I want that country. Thank you. Let's go back to placing some things, like, let's place some gas wells. We still have more room for gas wells over here. Incorrect position. Why is it incorrect? Alright. A gas well there. And a gas well... here? No. What about here? Yes. Alright. Gas well. Increased risk. Increased risk. Meeting request with Cape Verde. Alright, let's see what they want. China discovers Hyperloop train, telecommunications, fiber optics. Yes. That's good. That is good. All right. Well, we have officially become a parliamentary regime, by the way, due to that last dictatorial bill I have put into place. That growth really helped the unemployment start lowering again. That may be temporary for all I know. I'm up to 7 nuclear warheads, by the way. 7 nuclear warheads. Uranium enrichment in process. Is this the process that it takes to make a single nuclear warhead? If so, that's pretty crazy. We're going to pump this number up to 20. Just keep pumping them out. All right, here's our meeting with Cape Verde. They want to sell me... No, they want to buy foul from me. I'm already selling a lot. 1749.71. Let's tick it up once to 1793. Send that over. 1793, 1760. Send that over. 1740. And there you go. There's your foul. Very small contract, really inconsequential. Here, have a coffee. Sure. Have a good day. Alright, I do need to fix my popularity a little bit. Before anything, space research. Oh, you're pretty happy, Mr. Space Research Man. Is there anyone that's particularly not happy with me? Oh, you don't like me meeting with Cape Verde. Is there anyone that's particularly not happy with me that I can just throw money at to make them like me? Well, the magistrates hate my guts. I know that. The transport people tend to like me. Let's boost up water transport and see what kind of an effect that has on our general popularity. Let's look at culture. Culture could use some work, and probably sports. Sports? Yeah, sports could use some work. Culture and sports. Good things for long-term happiness, but also can give you a nice little boost as well. Let's let this day tick over a little bit, like a little bit. So that's not very much. Alright. Let's work on culture. Our tennis woman is not very happy. Tennis. I don't know why tennis is a big deal here, but let's go ahead and just, let's max out tennis. There you go. Just like we did with car racing and motorcycle racing. You should love me. Okay, you don't love me, but you probably liked that. Sportsman, karate champion, karate. Really? Is that a thing here? It is, karate. Sport, alright, let's pump up some money into karate too. And you, polo. Alright, you can get that. Football, doing good. And now, what about all this shit here? Fight against doping, very important. Develop of sport in schools. All these things. I don't know which to get first. I don't know what grassroots sport actually is. I'm just gonna pick something, pick a level, and then raise everything to it. There you go. There's several $100 million. Our government willing to listen to dictatorships. Bitch, I'm about to make you a dictatorship. Yeah, let's get that informer. People, the moment I become a dictatorship, people around the world, their opinions of me are going to change dramatically for the worse. Let's look into this as well. That novel guy was not very happy. Who else isn't I mean, they're all kind of happy with us. But that novelist guy is especially not happy. How do I boost novels? Reading, I guess literature, comics kind of deal. Fall in the number of police officers. We lack manpower in our field, aren't able to secure... Oh?
The demonstrators...
Okay, tick into a new quarter. Really, so... I assume that's just in writing in general. So let's do this. They should enjoy that. Who's writing? The Pacifist Union. Of course they are. We need more police officers, do we? Policemen per capita, 3.45. We're a little under the world average. But yeah, more could probably be hired. Let's pump this number up to 800,000. And... oh, no. Don't do that to me. There you go. Pump that number up to 800,000. And... we have a rising drug problem, so we're going to just pump up... oh, okay, maybe not that much. Pump up some spending in the drug task force. And there you go. And I'm going to deal with this other stuff. Okay, I think it's finally time, guys. We're about to change the face of this fucking playthrough. It's time to enact a Brazilian dictatorship. This could ruin everything. Let's do it. I'm gonna use the television appearance because I think that might make people a little more accepting of it. This is gonna be a fight. Here we go. It's going through one way or another. It's only gonna take like a week and a half, 2 weeks. But there's gonna be riots. And there's gonna be demonstrations. The roads might get blocked. We're going to be fighting our own people here. Growth, by the way, is doing fine. Unemployment ticking back up again. Inflation just still skyrocketing. Or, well, ground rocketing. Sky falling. Plane jumping. Parachute. I don't know. Whoo! There's that human rights hit. And riots. Oh. Yep. Let's... Who is it? Okay, this is not who I expected. But, okay, you I expected. And you, of course. Yep. I've had enough of this democratic bullshit. We're weeding this stuff out. I am going to have to maintain my popularity if I want to get out of this alive. So, to that extent, for example, we're going to come here, manage the region, housing, dilapidated housing, could be better. This is 5 billion to fix all these dilapidated houses. We're going to do that. It'll take less than a month, and it will make people happier. I'm also gonna come to culture. I've gone ahead and increased some of the things here under culture. We don't have any cultural events. We should probably make one. Maybe I'll make one about the day we turn to a dictatorship. That sounds kind of funny. We can make a festival, though. What's a good festival to make? Ooh, okay. It's based on certain things. Oh, I want to make a video game festival. That would be hilarious. How does the annual day work? Video game day. Heritage day. Oh, man. Photography day. There's options we can do here. And constructions. Yeah, we don't have any grand libraries or anything. Or okay, well, people might not like this part right here, but let's get cracking away at these riots. So in the favor of helping popularity and in the favor of making the federal capital kind of a hub, at least somewhat of a hub, I'm going to be going ahead and I'm going to start building certain things like a multi-sports complex with 15,000 seats. I'm going to make one with 13. Can I not? Oh, why does it gray out? Ha! Ha ha! I don't know why that happened like that, but one with 30,000 seats, a stadium with 50,000 seats, 100,000. Oh, okay, it doesn't like it. 100,000. I gotta rush it. 150,000. And that should maybe help. Maybe. Liberation of protesters, demonstrations, bargain concluded.
Here is our growth.
Good annual growth estimate. Quarterly unemployment could be better, yeah. Quarterly unemployment could definitely be better. Growth is hovering around 2.5, which is not a bad number. The country is demonstrating, by the country I mean 5,670 people with a religious sect, minority sect at that. Over here, the war is going insane. There's American planes flying around. This image is broken. They're okay. Here's the resolution. U.S. voted no, and because one person votes no, it means it can no longer go through. If it's a permanent member, so there will be no UN military intervention. Look at that. China was all for it, and South Africa. What are they bombarding over here? Oh, not over here. Oh, they're going for the... Oh, they're focusing on military targets, so that's nice. Look at all these Venezuelan troops, some American troops going back and forth. Oh my god. They're getting right up in each other. U.S. traveling through Cuba. This is crazy. Another thing I'll do to help my popularity, and because it's something I want to get done eventually anyway, is Rio de Janeiro has a lot of technology in it, and it could use some more stuff here. The manpower to allocate here, though, I've noticed is really off from what it shows in, where is it? Media, construction, here. At least it seems that way. The prices. Let me check. Let me compare here. Because look at how much we can just build if we do it generally. I'm really not sure how I want to focus it. Alright, so we already have this up to 55. We should get broadband to 30 now that I think about it. Let's try going broadband for 30%. How much money is that? It's a decent amount of money. But that would be a good little milestone to get it to. Take less than a month. Let's get some more broadband around the country. And I want to start doing something like that with super high speed as well. But I'm going to... What if I went for 30 immediately? That's a lot of money. Let's go with, that's expensive, but let's go with 10% right now. So getting broadband up to 30. I think there's some hidden bonuses when you get things to 30, if I remember correctly. I don't recall. It may be different for everything. It's begun. The work site's open. Yay! Just want to keep that popularity from dropping, and when those finish, they should be good boosts. They at least were little boosts right now. Completely ignoring the hellhole of war that is happening right next to us. It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's going to be okay. Everyone wants me to lower my salary. Last time I did that, I got a little bit of a riot, though. Head of state. Modify head of state salary. Let's change this down to 23,000. People should like that, theoretically. Inauguration of airport, yes. Let's get some inaugurations going. End of sit-in. Now there's a strike. The Magistrate Federation, of course. They strike about literally everything. We're going to come over here to justice? No. We're going to come over here to... Alright, culture. Museum with an international reputation. Let's make one of those here. Come on. 9 months. Theater with 10,000 seats. Grand library. Did I get it? I got it. Nice. Let's get those things making. This guy. So we're going to get probably a lot of popularity in the long run once all this stuff starts kicking in. Some U.S. troops have actually landed some tanks. They have missiles after them immediately. And they're probably going to die. Oh, the helicopters. Oh, God. I got to see what happens here. Oh, the helicopters died. And the helicopters all died. That's insane. Getting a little bit of boosts here. Okay, so far, so good. Alright, so now let's tackle the housing situation. Oh my god. Wow. Hang on a second. So it went through. It's just gone through right now, and my popularity is super low. I have to fix this, and I have to fix this quick. The human rights hits are insane. But it's over.
The decree.
I am now the dictator. We have an authoritarian regime in a federal republic. I don't know how that works.
We are.
It's done. I just have to get out of this alive. Look at elections is gone now. Elections is completely gone. I'm appointed for life. I am now the dictator. Look at that. Look at that. This is the lowest my popularity has gotten. All right, so let's do this. Let's do this. All right, let's try in some of the bigger hubs like Sao Paulo. What's your housing situation? You have a lot of dilapidated housing. Can I afford to do this all at once? No. That is an insane amount of manpower. Housing here. How about this? Still insufficient. Takes a lot of people to do this. All the stuff I'm building is raising their growth, I've noticed, by the way. But, alright, this is a good amount. Still insufficient. I have too many people working on too many things. Where can I do it? Alright, so let's go for a big number here. 100,000 houses to rehabilitate here. Bam. Alright, we're going to go over here to health. And we're going to max this out. 11 billion. This. This. No? Yeah, sure, do that. And let's see how this goes. Alright, checking in. I got a 30% bonus here from everything I just did. Housing, women's right, old folks, security. I just raised the security on myself. I didn't think that would help, but it did. I raised it to max finally. Strike movement. Dictatorial policy, yeah. Pacifist union, okay. And it's going well so far. We are seeming like we can get out of this. Oh, okay, here we go. Now everyone is going to be upset at us. Woo, the country's on fire. Suppression of democratic elections in Brazil. We denounce the violation by Brazil on the liberties of people. Yeah. Suppression of democratic elections in Brazil. The Pope. Does your country wish to ignore the international community, Mr. President? I'm deliberately diverting from democracy. This is the future that awaits Brazil. Rectify your decisions, show the world that you are not the tyrannical head of state you seem to be. But I am. Silly. But I am. Let's take a look at the world. World doesn't completely hate us yet, but it'll probably happen. Let's get back to work. Actually, if we look over here, we have an actual battle here. The US got some troops in a city finally. Oh shit, this war is really continuing. So unfortunately, one of the gas wells I made bugged out here. This happens sometimes. They just get 0 tonnage. I don't understand it. We're gonna have to dismantle that one. I put more money into culture, and it's fighting everything bad that's happening in a strike against the government's policy. How many strikers is that? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 3.8 million. That's a lot of people. Popular strike. Strike against the government's policy. Bargain concluded. Oh boy, I'm gonna keep pouring more money into things in the meantime. Let's pick right here as a spot. There's a reason I never improved any of this stuff at the beginning, because I knew I'd need it for situations like right now. I'm just going back and forth and just fighting, well, the fight against oppression, I guess. Just keep pouring money into culture and sports. The short-term effects aren't going to be the largest. The long-term effects are going to be invaluable, probably. There's another reason I waited to have a lot of money to do all this stuff as well. But we have a full episode here, guys. We have made it to a dictatorship. The country is really fighting back against it for now. This won't last forever. It will get better. We just have to get there. We've done it. And now, let's see what happens in the next episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. And tell me, who do you think is going to win this war over here? Do you think it's going to end in a stalemate? Do you think the U.S. is going to take it over? Do you think Venezuela might just kick them out of the country after they make a foothold or something? I don't know. Let me know. Have a good day, guys. Bye-bye.